One question I get asked often is this: Oluchi, is it safer to buy an estate land or should I get an individual land? And this particular question has saved some money and also cost some millions. So let's talk about this now. What exactly is estate land? Estate land is a land sold by a real estate company. It has perimeter fencing, gatehouse, the layouts are done and documentations are carried out by the real estate company in question. Because of that, most people assume that estate land is automatically safe, but let's not assume that. Okay, I'll be sharing the realities of estate land and the good parts of estate land. Let's start with the good parts. The good part with estate land is that documentation is carried out by the real estate company. Estate land is usually structured. You're dealing with a real estate company and not just an individual. In estate land, development is usually faster, which means high appreciation. But the reality is this: not every estate land in Abuja is usually genuine. Now, this is the reality. Some estate lands are sitting on government acquired land, and not all of them claim to have the documents that they have. So don't let fencing and gatehouse or signboard deceive you. Now let's talk about individual land. Individual land simply means buying land from an individual or a family. This is very common in developing areas. For example, you can get such in Kuje, Obuare, or other developing axis in Abuja. The good part of buying an individual land is that it is usually cheaper, and yes, you can negotiate better. The risk of buying this type of land is that stories sometimes might spring up. You can buy a land and then another person shows up, or maybe there's no unity in the family you bought it from. You buy the land and then the brother or the mother or the uncle is not in support of the person that sold the land to you. So you see that years later, issues usually spring up. So now you ask this question: which particular land is safer? Individual land is safer if proper search or verification or your due diligence is done. And estate land is safe when the documents are intact. You might want to note this: safety in Abuja real estate is not about who is selling, it's about what the land truly is. This is my advice to you. If you are a first-time buyer, you might want to go for estate land because this is quite safer and less stressful. But if you are a seasoned investor, you might deal with individual land because then you know your way around and you've known how to do your due diligence. Never buy land because someone is pressuring you or because it is cheap. Always ask questions and verify. If this video helped you, why don't you like and subscribe? And let me know in the comments if you're team estate land or team individual land. And if you want to make a verification on any property, you can always send me a message or call the number showing on your screen. Thank you and see you on the next one.